And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Pool Dog Arena in Las Vegas for continuing coverage of this year's APA Pool Player Championships. I'm your host, Jason Bowman, and I am joined by the Hall of Fame legend, Ava Lawrence. Ava, it's been a busy day here in Pool Dog Arena. We've crowned 4 new champions, but we're not stopping there, right? We've got one more championship final to go in the 8-Ball Classic. Up next are the heavy hitters, your skill level 7s. They're competing for a $15,000 prize package in the purple tier.
Heavy hitters, true, but can they display what we saw in the match that we just got done watching with the 2 6s? Unbelievable. Pure excitement right there, and I have a feeling we're not going to get disappointed. Some great play coming up.
Now, before we meet our finalists in the 8-Ball Classic, let's give you a quick breakdown of some of the key rules. Of course, APA rules apply here. Coaching is not allowed, as this is singles or individual competition, and as mentioned, 5 championships decided today, 1 in each skill level tier, and in this match, all eyes on the purple tier. Now let's meet our championship finalists. First, from Bradleyville, Missouri, we have Harold Derr III. And his opponent from Olyphant, Pennsylvania, we have Pat McNally. And once again, $15,000 prize package on the line in this match. Both of these players skill level 7s, which means we're going to have a race to 5. The players are ready to get started. Let's take you down into Pool Dog Arena for the start of the purple tier of this year's 8-Ball Classic Championship. Harold on the left, Pat on the right. Oh. Close lag. Looks like it is Pat. And he will have the initial break again in this race to 5. And we'll see, Ava. We'll see if these guys can live up to the excitement of that last match. It's going to be tough to beat.
Definitely.
But we're going to give them a chance.
I think we're not going to be disappointed in the level of play, but will we see the emotional roller coaster that was the last match? That's going to be a different story altogether.
Started with 152 players here in the purple tier. And your final 2 left standing in this year's 8-Ball Classic across all tiers. Pat McNally out of Pennsylvania will have the break. Pockets 3 balls on the break, 2 stripes, 1 solid.
So he's got his choice. A lot of traffic down towards the end of the table here. So what you're looking for is key shots, key balls that can easily get you to either break up or get in position to kind of pick it off here. So he has chosen the stripes. Oh, he tried to go into those balls a little bit more than that. Let's see what he's going to come up with here. At this level, anytime you let your opponent in, it could be a rack or 2. So I did have the pleasure of watching Mr. McNally here. Pat was playing one of our players from the Coastal Carolina APA, Greg Dix, and Greg is an incredible player. And I'm telling you, Pat played out of his mind. I mean, he was just playing, didn't miss. I never saw that happen once.
Well, maybe some early nerves.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
Chance now for Harold. Harold Derr III. I tell you what, Ava, my adrenaline level is still on high from that last match. It's a little strange at the moment because we've kind of settled back in. The crowd thinned out. I do expect it'll pick back up, but the energy at the end of that match, I'm just like, woof, I'm amped. I could go for like a run or something.
It was incredible. Well, easy there. No,
yeah.
Don't push it.
Run
Don't
right
hurt
up to my
yourself.
hotel room,
Yeah.
take a nap. All
No,
right.
that was great. Well, a lot of the players are going back. You know, you have matches starting in there. The 5 o'clock started not long ago, and that's a heavy round. It's pretty packed in there. I peeked in there for a second in the break. I'm not seeing Harold play before that I can recall, so it's kind of fun to see fresh faces. You know, sometimes people get on a roll and you see the same.
Especially in the higher tiers, I feel like it's not
you're
uncommon to see some of the same guys. Not necessarily year after year, but, you know, maybe we saw them 4 years ago.
In this particular tier,
right.
yeah. Masters, and then this one, once you get to the sevens, you know, it's just about the sheer talent.
Final match of the day here in Pool Dog Arena. Be back tomorrow with continuing coverage of this year's Pool Player Championships.
Well, that did not go according to plan, did it?
Should be able to get a nice night of rest, Ava. First final is not till 1 p.m. Pacific tomorrow.
1 o'clock?
1
So
o'clock.
Nice. That's what we're looking at, right? You
Yeah,
said
1 p.m.
o'clock?
Pacific
All right.
time.
I'll be sleeping in. Oh, he's going to have to come with something here. I have to spin this one in. Easier shot if it was frozen. It's not frozen, so he's going to have to really come with it. Oh, close. Little luck there. That would have hung in the pocket, but no such thing.
Brings Pat McNally back to the table. Now with just the stripes and the 8-ball remaining.
Good shot. Did not get anything for it. You see where that 8-ball is. I mean, it wouldn't be all bad to just leave the cue ball down here on the rail. If you can get to it. Kind of hard to get a snooker out of this. At least one that is high percentage. Doesn't have a shot. Got to figure out a way to avoid that side pocket or the point. Can you hit it thin enough? Just barely touch it. Oh.
Cue ball falls, and great opportunity now for Mr. Harold Derr III to take an early lead. Some early mistakes for Pat McNally in this first rack.
Yeah, again, these guys are amateur players, and there's going to be little nerves, and until you settle in, even in the pros, you see the first rack is usually kind of a throwaway rack. Not really, you still want to win it, but I mean, a lot of times you're just kind of settling into the match.
All right.
Getting comfortable.
Well, we got a quick break. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in just a moment.
PoolDog.com is the best place to buy billiard supplies. We have a massive selection of pool cues and billiard accessories featuring all of the top brands and styles that will help you take your game to the next level. Our top-rated customer service, same-day shipping, and 60-day satisfaction guarantee that even covers chalk cues means you can buy with confidence. Shop now and see for yourself why PoolDog.com is the pool player's best friend.
Ready to enjoy pool at a whole new level? At PoolDog.com, we know that playing your best is simply more fun. That's why we offer a huge selection of pool cues from all the top brands backed by our 60-day satisfaction guarantee, including chalked cues. Build your ideal cue with custom options like shaft upgrades, precision tips, and more. You'll feel the difference immediately with a stick that's truly an extension of you. Get the performance you need, risk-free. Find your perfect cue at PoolDog.com.
And we're back here at the Westgate in Las Vegas, continuing coverage of this year's APA Pool Player Championships. 8-Ball Classic has taken center stage today in Pool Dog Arena. Harold Derr III preparing to break. His first break of the match. Pockets the 9.
All right, this layout looks pretty good. Should be able to get to the 11 ball there on the rail, past the 4 with no problem. It didn't hurt that all the solids all got kind of stuck together on one side of the table.
Now, apparently Harold here goes by David, as evidenced by his shirt. But we're going to continue to call him Harold because
we don't
the scoreboard says Harold.
People, yeah.
And the screens in the arena say Harold. So we are going to just stick with Harold, even if he does go by David.
We're going to hear about that the whole time,
well,
you realize
we're aware. But again, I'm not looking to confuse anyone. So for this match, Harold, his formal name, is what we will continue to use as he continues to.
He
Commentator Jinx
moved. No, but he moved. He kind of moved forward on that one, taking it for granted. He was already on his way to his next shot. That was the first I've seen of that, him not staying down. See if Pat can put it together here. He's got more of a challenging rack with all those balls being clustered together. I'd love to come down a little bit more for that 2 in the side. I guess he still should be able to make it, I would think. All right, this could turn out to be the key shot of the match right here. Oh, he's got a combo on the 2, no problem here. Oh, there's problem. Oh, he does not look comfortable yet at all.
Early mistakes.
Yeah.
Early mistakes for Mr. McNally.
No rail, right? I mean, it hung in the pocket. Or did the cue ball? That's the discussion. Did the cue ball hit the rail? 6 ball. I think David Harold was a little bit surprised.
Mr. Derr.
Mr. Derr was a little surprised that he was getting back to the table there, at least so soon. Didn't have much to shoot at, though, so. Well, Pat, you're definitely getting options here to get warmed up, loosened up.
Been a great day of pool so far. Well, we've had 3 Hill.
Yeah.
And one was the other one.
3 or
5-0?
4 so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 Hill matches.
That's not
Close
very
one last
often
night
that
in
happens.
doubles, too.
Yeah.
Very entertaining, no doubt.
I always, when I walk around and look at scores at our world qualifiers and our tournaments, and I see that it's close, they go, it's terrible, it's close. I go, I love it. For me, I love it. I want to watch you guys get tortured. It's awesome.
Well, you do
No,
like
it's
seeing how
fun.
they respond, especially in this kind of environment. You know,
Yeah.
how do they respond?
Yep, absolutely. It was pretty clear in the last match for sure. Just different personalities.
8-ball on the side for Mr. McNally, and we are tied at 1 rack apiece. He will have the break when we return in just a moment.
PoolDog.com is the best place to buy billiard supplies. We have a massive selection of pool cues and billiard accessories featuring all of the top brands and styles. Shop now and see for yourself why PoolDog.com is the pool player's best friend.
And we're back here at Pool Dog Arena. Pat McNally with the break.
And a good one at that. Nice spread of the balls.
Pocketed 2 solids on the
Yeah.
break. It will be low balls.
9-ball hanging up in the pocket is the challenge here, obviously. But with the 1 being where it is, he can go in and kind of move that 6 out of there. Can make the 2 come across. Well, he's got to get that 9 out of there quickly, though.
Big thank you to PoolDog.com as well as all of our sponsors, Aramith Balls, Action Cues, Diamond Tables, and Kamui Tips.
Can he? Oh, it's a nice shot right there. That's a good shot.
And just a reminder, if you're wondering where a specific player finished in this year's 8-Ball Classic, you can go to CompuSport and follow the bracket there. Or if you still have a player playing in the tournament, let's see when they play.
Mm-hmm.
CompuSport is your go-to. And 2 in the corner there for Pat.
Yeah, he's not quite on here. He's doing really well for not being quite on, but again, I had the opportunity to watch him play in, I think, the 3rd round of this tournament. And he looked a lot more confident and comfortable than he is right now, but it looks like little by little he's putting it together. And again, you know, it's funny, you hear people, your 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s, they go, oh, my 7's up. You know, we can sit back and kind of relax now, because Well, they have nerves too. They're
Yeah.
human beings. They're no
They're
different.
not robots.
Pros have nerves. I mean, everybody. If you care at all about winning, you're going to get nervous, and it takes you a while sometimes to get used to it.
Well, Mr. McNally may have settled in. He now leads 2-1 in this race to 5, and he'll break once again when we return in just a moment.
The Westgate Las Vegas Resort and Casino. Legendary. Vegas. Fun. Enjoy Westgate's classic gaming and entertainment. Savor fine dining. And experience the world's largest sportsbook, Westgate Superbook. It's all at the Westgate Las Vegas Resort and Casino.
And we're back here at Pool Dog Arena, continuing coverage of the 8-Ball Classic.
Mm, 7-ball trying to get in, but chance for Mr. Derr to get back at the table again. See if he managed to shake off the mistake he made earlier. Both of these players just playing fantastic pool to get through the field that they have gotten through. Had some super players in this field.
The 2-for-1 for Mr. Derr in that lower corner pocket. Looking to even this match up at 2 racks apiece.
Not much to work with here where that ended up. The 5-ball that's not going to do any good, so he's going to play defense here, looks like. Yeah, good shot there. Obviously 13-ball is makeable, but 15 he definitely didn't want to touch or mess with the 15-ball at all, being guarded by the 2. And I'm happy. It's going to be fun doing the Masters and maybe a couple more events with JJ. JJ's going to join us.
Yeah, Jeremy Jones.
I get to banter with him in the Masters.
Yeah, he'll be here on Thursday, too. We'll probably work him into the rotation a little bit. I know fans love to hear
he's great.
Him call the matches. Comes in tomorrow. Sounds like his flight was canceled tomorrow, though. He had to get a new flight, but he will be here.
There's a lot of that going on. Nice shot there.
Safety there for Pat McNally.
So good hit. Nothing still to really work with for Pat here. I don't know. With the balls laying the way they are, I would try to deal with that 2-ball now. He can draw. Oh, no, he's got the stripe. Sorry. God, we are getting punch drunk. At least me. so many matches in a row on these days, especially 8-ball.
Yeah, what time did we start? 11 a.m.? It's just after 6 now, so about 7 straight hours of
Yep.
talking pool.
Like you
But
said,
we
that
love
last
it.
one drained us a little bit, I think.
It was
It was-
a rush. There's
Yeah.
no doubt.
All right, so Harold's going to have to kick at this now again. Oh, he did manage to hit
Yep.
it. Good shot. Look at the result of that one. Frozen to the 12. Tougher to send this one down to where you want it to get to. The only option I see is just to send it down at the other end. It's gotta go. All right. Where that landed, now he's jacked up to be able to get at that one ball. It makes it a lot tougher shot. Or the 5. Cue ball landed almost right on the 11. It's really important when, if you're jacked up at all, to really pay attention to hitting the center of the cue ball, because the slightest bit of off-center hit, then it's going to add a little bit of curve to it. Not really a masse, but a little curve to the cue ball.
Pat getting a long look at this.
Mm-hmm. Again, there's never a reason at this level of play. Oh. It could be one of those where he didn't really like what he was doing, so he kind of gave it about 90% chance of making it. Again, it all comes down to that 2 and 15. If you don't see a good way to getting to it at some point, then you might as well not even go. It's getting worse. One more ball tied up. I'm thinking moving the move here is to just try to hit it straight down the cue ball, come down here, try to hide it behind that 8, and bide your time. Well, he's just going to continue to pile up on there.
Major safety battle here in this 4th rack.
little unexpected cat and mouse game here. Usually one of these guys break out. But I respect this part of the game. It's part of the beauty of 8-ball. It's amazing how long a battle in one rack can take. You know, if nobody gives up, nobody takes any chances.
Well, as they continue to battle it out here in this fourth rack, just a reminder, wheelchair championship tomorrow, 1 p.m. Pacific time. And that'll be followed by the Jack and Jill doubles championship at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. on the East Coast. Those are our 2 feature matches here in Pool Dog Arena.
We'll see what he wants to do. You know, it's a reminder, too, that it's fun for people to watch people play great, you know, kind of be entertained. But what these guys care about is winning. And whatever you got to do to win. If break and run, great, no problem. But if the table calls for defense, that's what you do. Because ultimately it's about winning. Playing smart. Well, he had his breakout moment, but it didn't quite turn out the way he had hoped there. Gonna roll up behind the 8? Where's he gonna go? And he's got he can get an angle on this 11 ball to go for it.
Make sure we thank our referees and all the other volunteers out here working this event, our league operators, all the players that come out and work as referees. Tough job.
Takes a village.
Long hours. Everybody's doing a great job. Trying to ensure every one of our attendees has the experience of a lifetime here. I think they said over 100 referees and volunteers.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, that's on top of, I don't know, 50, 60
they
staff.
have to babysit 369 tables.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of people. People, you know, I don't think people realize. I had, you ever watch the Windows Open podcast with Molina Mike?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty entertaining. So he was with Mike Pinozzo, Billiards Digest. They stopped by our office a couple weeks ago to visit and see things. And every time somebody like that comes in the office, they're shocked by how many people we have that work at APA. Most people don't realize we have like 75 staff members.
I know, I was saying
They think there's like 4 of us back at the office making it happen. I said, no, there's a lot of people that it goes to make this happen. So
yeah. It's been a while since I went up to the office.
You should come visit sometime.
Yeah.
Come visit us in the studio. Make some content.
Yeah.
Do some lessons. Teach some things.
Only if you're the student, so I can pick on you a little bit. You learned your numbers yet? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I don't
What do
know
we
if you
got?
guys had tuned in a few years ago when we first started. You said it was, how long have we been doing this? What did you say?
How long have we been doing the streaming?
Yeah,
10 years.
10 years. Jason used to have a little chart next to him
Like cheat
with the
sheet.
color of the balls, and he'd look down real quick. Oh, the 4-ball went. So that's why I'm picking on him.
Yeah.
He's got it down now.
I
but
stopped using it because we started using all these different sets. It
I
didn't work.
know. I know, that's true,
We went
isn't
from the regular set to the TV set to the black set there for a
Yeah.
while. Then back to the TV set. Boy, this fourth rack has turned into quite the marathon. "49 states represented here at the Pool Player Championships. Only one state left out of the party.
It's the Dakota is the holdout,
North Dakota.
right?
I think
There's
because
the
nobody lives
holdout.
there.
I know.
We would love to have somebody in North Dakota, and eventually I'm sure we will. It is just a little more rural than some of the other states, but eventually. 4 countries represented. We have teams or players from Japan and Singapore, as well as Canada and obviously the United States. This event kind of kicks off a busy summer for APA. You've got this event, then you go back, and most of the league operators are running their world qualifiers and
Yes.
getting teams ready for the big event in August when we'll be back out here. World Championships. Summer sessions are kicking off around the country.
Spring and summer.
Busy
This,
time, isn't it?
League operator is no joke. From April all the way through the end of June, it's crazy. Plus, and then August.
I'm told Efren Reyes will be here tomorrow. Kind of
Mhm.
excited about that.
Yep.
Excited for, I mean, I've been at other events with him, but I'm excited for the
For our
players that get a
for-
chance
yeah.
to interact with him a little bit. That's a rare opportunity.
Yep.
It does not come to the States all that often anymore. I had a chance to meet him a couple years ago at the Derby City.
Oh, this is a sweet hit right here. Oh, a little too
A
firm.
little too much.
Yeah, no, and he's so sweet. He just smiles. He just smiles. But he's here already, I thought. Somebody told me that they saw him playing what do you call it? Checkers.
Yeah, chess. I understand that he's very
No,
good
but
at.
somebody said they saw him playing checkers. They showed me a picture of him sitting playing checkers in somewhere here in the casino, I thought. I may have misunderstood that, but okay. We're coming down to the end of this rally right here, this back and forth. I think he can he make this? Yeah, he can. That would be the end of it right here, and a chance for Pat McNally to get a little more of a lead here, 3-1. Oh, don't say that too soon. Yeah, he's got a good shot. Oh, I guess he has moved to chess. Somebody just shot me a text. He was playing checkers earlier, but he does love his chess.
8-ball in the corner for Pat McNally, and he wins that fourth rack, takes a 3-1 lead in this race to 5, and he will have the break once again when we return in just a moment.
did it. He did it. Holy smokes, what a shot.
The 2 defeats the 9. David has beaten Goliath. All right, we're back here in Pool Dog Arena. Pat McNally at the table. Powerful break there.
Very little action considering the break, the power of the break there, but coming in from the side, usually look at a bit of a mess. And he's got an option, 2 solids and a stripe made on the break. That always helps. I guess
You got
both
solids on one side, stripes on the
Yeah.
other.
both look fairly equally challenging. Neither run out is insanely difficult, but they're not also not obvious. He must have touched the ball a little bit. Just the slightest bit. We play cue ball foul only. Obviously, we do not have the luxury of a referee at every single table with 369 tables. So we play that all the way through here. The only difference here is we do not have a timeout clock in the finals because we figure pressure is hard enough on these guys anyway. So the entire week there can be a little warning, hey guys, speed it up if it's getting a little ridiculous. Other than that, we just let everybody just play your game. This could be a big deal here if he can get just right on this, which I have a feeling he will be able to. He shoots this combo. We made them both. All right. Should be able to whip the cue ball all the way around here and come down and play the 9 in the same pocket, I would think. Oh, he's taking the long way. Oh, not on the rail. That's
a real long way.
Yeah, he's okay. Makes the shot a lot tougher, but he doesn't have to do anything with the cue ball. He'll come drift right up for the 8. The nice thing about whipping it around like that is you get a little bit more control as far as getting the cue ball off the rail.
9 on the side goes. And now a chance to put himself on the hill with this 8 ball.
Yep.
This would be a break and run.
At a really timely moment, too. Put him in, Pat McNally on the hill.
Pockets
Well
that
done.
8.
He looks a little uncomfortable. He shook his head. But it doesn't matter. If you get the job done, you don't have to feel like, be loving it. You just got to fight through it.
Pat McNally leads 4-1. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back in just a moment.
PoolDog.com is the best place to buy billiard supplies. We have a massive selection of pool cues and billiard accessories featuring all of the top brands and styles. Shop now and see for yourself why PoolDog.com is the pool player's best friend.
And we're back here in Pool Dog Arena. Ava, I know you said you haven't seen an 8 on the break all day. Here we go. Last chance.
You know
Maybe.
what? If he makes it, Harold David
Cap
Derr
the
III
5
is
match
going
day.
to come and smack you right upside the head.
Well, no offense to Mr. Derr, but,
No, I know.
I don't know how many racks we've seen today, but
It's pretty amazing it hasn't happened.
see if he gets that 8 ball moving. Cap this match off. Pat McNally, now on the hill, needs just one more rack to be crowned 8-Ball Classic champion. Not much movement on the 8, but he does pocket a ball there. Man, a lot of traffic, though, in that
At least you don't have to run
lower
and hide.
part of the table, yeah.
So
I wasn't hiding.
all right, so 9-ball goes down on the break, and then we got another mess to deal with. Kind of hard to put it somewhere where Mr. Derr is not going to have a shot.
Yeah.
That didn't turn out too badly. There's our pool dog.
Frank?
Frank's sitting here, actually right
We
here.
got Frank here on the desk with us.
That's a
been
picture.
here
We
all-
have Frank.
Yeah,
I
we
know.
got a Frank.
I just saw him pop up on
you
the
miss
screen.
your
So
puppy at home, you got Frank here.
I know.
Not as soft.
At least I get to see this view of Frank now. I appreciate
Don't go
that.
there. Don't go there. The anatomically correct Frank.
That was
Yep,
just
he's a
wrong.
boy. He's a boy.
And you had it. Yeah. Yeah.
He's a boy, all right. That's funny.
All right. This is just little decisions here. Always tough to call this because there's usually about 3 or 4, 5 different ways to go. You can hit your ball. Are you the offensive player trying to break it up? Are you a patient player? Can that ball squeeze by? Can it not? Kind of tough to see here what's what. I do know that I'm sure he's going to roll this up and just tap the 12 out of there. Just nudge the 12. He doesn't want to really disturb these 3 balls much. He just wants to kind of tap that 12 ball. Yeah. Didn't quite work out. He wasn't able to avoid those.
Harold Derr is from Bradleyville, Missouri. I'm from Missouri, Ava, but I'm not exactly sure where Bradleyville is. Let's see if we can locate that as they navigate this rack. Okay. Down in the southwest corner of the state of Missouri, Springfield, Branson area.
Oh, okay.
Closer to Arkansas.
Toby, one of my partners in crime, other than my daughter, you know that.
Is that where he's
son-in-law,
from?
He's from Ava, Missouri, believe it or not,
Oh,
which is down there in the Ozarks.
okay.
So not too far. There it is. There's that breakup he needed right there.
The crowd recognizes that as well.
Problem solved. Now the balls have to still go in the pocket, but all the uncomfortable things here are solved, taken care of. All he wants now is play that center table position. He doesn't want to get too straight. Not too straight. Not too straight. Perfect. Go into the rail a little bit. You can slam it into there a little bit. Still a tester here. It didn't quite come up and out as much as he wanted to. He's only got about 3/4 of a pocket, but no problem.
Second point there for Mr. Derr.
He says,
Trails
don't count
by
me
2.
out yet. Yeah, it's not done. It's never over.
He'll have the break when we return in just a moment.
The Westgate Las Vegas Resort and Casino. Legendary. Vegas. Fun. Enjoy Westgate's classic gaming and entertainment. Savor fine dining. And experience the world's largest sportsbook, Westgate Superbook. It's all at the Westgate Las Vegas Resort and Casino.
Ever wonder how good players can glide around the table pocketing balls? It's not luck or magic, it's cue ball control. Understanding the natural path of the cue ball is the first step to control. Then you'll learn how applying different spin will alter that path to get in position for your next ball. Want to control the cue ball like an expert? Discover this full tutorial, plus bonus drills in our Pool Dog Academy training archive. Dive in and start playing better pool.
All right, welcome back to Pool Dog Arena, continuing coverage of the APA 8-Ball Classic. Harold Derr III at the table with the break here.
There's a solid break. Anytime, like we said, break from the side, and you're going to have the issue with balls kind of bunching up there.
Did
Never
pocket
gonna be
2
in.
solids on the break.
Yeah. Kind of wishes he made the other right about now, but you can see the 6 ball is in the cluster up there. Other than that, the balls are fairly open. All right. Got one down there. One ball is in a little bit funky spot, so this is a tricky run out, to say the least.
Pat McNally back to the table now, still on the hill. One rack away from victory.
I'm curious. I wonder if either one of these guys are playing in the Masters as well. You know, Masters is going on right now. They started today, unless you had a bye or something like that. Masters started. And I know a lot of these guys that play here, they also end up in the Masters division.
Well, let me consult the handy dandy CompuSport app.
There you go.
Doesn't look like he's in Masters, but it does look like he is in the 9-ball shootout.
Oh, he's a 9-ball. Which one?
That's Pat. Let's
That's Pat.
see.
Harold Derr.
Harold is in both Masters and the 9-ball shootout black tier.
So both of them are qualified.
Both
for
are in 9-ball, but Pat is not in Masters on a team.
Okay.
Harold is.
All right. We're going to keep bunching those together for a while. Be about patience, patience, patience again. But I am surprised. So many of our, especially on a, table that slides a little bit. It's a 7-foot table. Usually you see the 2 sevens that get in this position, they do more of a straight-on break and trying to focus on making a ball as opposed to making the 8 ball. Obviously, it's devastating if you don't make a ball because now your opponent tends to have an open table. But if both players have a great defensive game, then you might as well. Then they probably don't mind. So you do what you think is your advantage. Oh, we're just going to move all the balls into that cluster. How about one more? There you go. Here it comes. Oh no, we made one. All right.
Go ahead and pocket one instead. Oh boy. List of our exhibitors here at the Pool Player Championships. If you need a new cue or any kind of billiard accessory, very easy to find it here this week. Anything and everything you can imagine available from our vendors. I don't know, what is that, about 30-something vendors, 40 vendors?
Mm-hmm.
Good safety there.
All right, little by little. Pat's getting his balls out of there, and he can start actually creating something. The foul.
Ball in hand to Pat McNally.
All right, what do you do here? I don't think he's looking to go offensively. Referee's checking to make sure that that 6 is indeed frozen or not.
I tell you what, we talk about the kind of the marathon day that it's been for us. But for your referee, Kevin McCarthy, he's been in here all day.
I know.
Generally, they
On
kind
his
of rotate him out by match, but
You're
he's
right.
been here for as long as we have. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
We get to sit down.
Yeah.
And nobody yells at us. Well, sometimes.
Well, I don't know. I've seen some of these comments.
Yeah, some people
We
yell
see
at
what you're
us.
saying out there.
Yeah, that's all right. Let them yell.
A lot of great people out there, too, though. Appreciate you all tuning in. Shout out to all of our sponsors, Pool Dog, Kamui Tips, Aramith, Balls, Action Cues, Diamond Tables, and our friends at the Westgate rolling out the red carpet once again for the
Yeah.
APA, as they always do, taking great care of us. Oh, another foul there.
There you see the $15,000
The check, the
fake
big check.
there, the big fake check. Don't try to cash that.
Nah, 'cause they're just going to hand you cash. Everybody leaves here with the cash.
Well, if they're lucky, if they walk.
Well,
real
they
fast,
leave the
if they-
room with the cash. What they leave Vegas with is on them.
That's
but
on them.
It is a cash payout. They get a few prizes and things as well. can kind of see the breakdown of the payout. Nearly $1 million here this week.
Does that go by there? No. Nice. No, I don't know. Yeah, he got away with it. Just enough. Pat's looking at it, but I'm pretty sure he can't get to the 9 ball there. Referee's going to take a close look. Oh, he was able to make it. All right, now what, though? He's got the 10 ball. Get up for the 12. Would be perfect. If he could get the cue ball here, then shoot the 12. Come down for the 14, 11. It looks almost perfect. Even if he rolls into the 8 here, he's fine. Just want to get the angle on to get to the 11. Oh, no. Not what he wanted to do there. Better off going into the 8 there, I would think. He's got himself in a bit of a mess here. He's going to kick it in. Watch this. Got to play it short, obviously. He plays short enough? No, sir. But this is starting to look like a 4-3 one to me here. Not to jinx Mr. Derr. Got that shot on the 1, and there is no problem anywhere that I can see. Got to decide his path here. Be nice if he could come up for the straight, kind of straight on the 7. Oh, he's going to go down for the 6 now.
Harold Derr III trying to pick up his 3rd rack. Extend this match. He's done a good job so far. He was down 4-1, right?
Yeah, 4-1.
Won that last rack. He won the 1st rack and the 6th rack.
He hasn't won it yet.
Looking to win the 7th rack here.
Oh, flirting with it. All right, time to bear down here.
Eight
All
ball
right.
goes for Harold David Derr III. He now trails by just 1 game, and he will have the break when we return in just a moment.
Hey, listen, I know that you don't play pool, but my league team is looking for someone tonight who's never played, so you're coming with.
Hey. Welcome. Hey, how you doing?
I can't believe it. You did it. We're going to Vegas.
back here in Pool Dog Arena. Great shot of the arena there, by the way. Little overhead shot. As Harold Derr III prepares to break here.
No,
Nothing happening on
nothing.
that break.
All right. Let's see what we're looking at here. I think kind of like the stripes. If you can get a good start on it. 14 ball. Yeah. Well, I liked the stripes. Once you go into one that's open, that's not good.
This is Pat McNally at the table. He's out of Pennsylvania. Led at one point 4-1 in this match, now 4-3.
Obviously, 12 ball is available. At least I thought it was until he just aimed that way. I mean, unless he's trying to make it off the 11. That's kind of gutsy to do when it's that far from the corner pocket. Because you're looking at, he's got two problems. The 9 and the 15. 11 and 13. Obviously, there is a shot shooting the 12 off here, making, but that seems, I don't know. That's a little, if they were about 6 inches closer to the pocket, yeah, but at this stage, with Harold kind of creeping closer, going from 4-1, now he's at 4-3. I wouldn't take too many chances at this point. There's Harold. Harold looks like he means business there, doesn't he?
Been fairly quiet here in the arena for
Yeah,
this match.
I
I
know.
don't know if that was a result of the match before kind of being as intense or if it's just a different crowd. Pace of play, obviously, a little
Yeah.
slower, which tends to quiet things down a little bit.
Yeah,
Definitely
there
a different
hasn't
vibe for this
not
match.
one break and run this whole time. It's been this every single rack, hasn't it?
Pat had one break and run, didn't he? I think.
Did he?
Thought he had a break and run in there.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. Again, the day kind of starts blending together different memories from one match to the next.
Mm.
Been a fun day, but a long day.
Been
We-
treated to some great matches, though. all
Yeah.
day. Great battles more than anything.
Gonna come back and do it all tomorrow, too.
Mm-hmm. Who's kicking at this? Trying to hit the 10, not mess with the 3 and the 11. Again, he's probably going to just tap this 7 ball into the rail right here and hide behind it.
Kind of an interesting development in the wheelchair championship. Defending champion and like 12-time
I was going
champion.
to say 614-time champion.
Charlie Hans has been
Yeah.
eliminated, so you will not be seeing him tomorrow afternoon. I'm not exactly sure who we'll see yet, but I was just told that he was eliminated from the tournament. So
Wow. Such a formidable player and great guy, by the way, too. Strong 7. But there's a lot of good players out there.
he looks like he finished 17th in the wheelchair championship.
I ran into him, and I guess the first 2 matches, from what I understand, he won on the hill.
He lost to Casey Davis this afternoon. Casey Davis out of Louisville, Kentucky. Keep an eye on that name for tomorrow.
Yep.
And meanwhile, Harold Derr III looking to even this match at 4 games apiece.
All right, you can tell the work here is going to be dealing with that 2 ball. If he could, he may be looking, can I make it off the 10? Make a billiard right there, or at least get by it enough to at least hang it up. Or maybe the pocket will take it. Well, he's looking to see if he can make it straight in. I don't know. Oh, made a nice carom there. I think if he can make this 3 ball, this match is going to go hill, is my prediction, being with the 7 and the 4, the 6 are. Yep, that little ticky-tick billiard right there got him this rack more than likely. Oh, what? Until he did just that. Wow. I was a little careless there. That was careless. Not necessarily necessary. Does it go between the 8 and 4? Is that possible? To squeeze it by there? Oh, he's playing the side. That's pretty good right there. Look out, look out. Look out. All right, still not over. It's tough to know what kind of player he is. There's a good defensive shot here, going down to the end rail with the cue ball and a little tiny little bit of left spin. You could end up behind the 8. Looks like he's going. He's going. Didn't work.
Uh-oh.
But the 4 ball, at least the 4 ball stopped right there in front of the pocket. So at least he's going to make Pat work for it here. Okay. Doesn't look like much, but still plenty of work to do. Got to get just right on this to be able to get on that 8 ball. I don't want to be. Oh, that's actually pretty good right there. That's pretty good right there. Watch him slide the cue ball right over. Nice. I was hoping to hit that 4 ball, but it's this between you and the $15,000 first prize here, buddy. And there it is.
The 8 ball falls.
Pat McNally.
Your 2026 8 ball classic champion in the purple tier, Pat McNally from Pennsylvania. Congratulations to him. We'll see if we can get a quick word in.
Congratulations. Thank you. Yeah, my hands are freezing. Sorry. Congratulations. You are 2026 8 Ball Classic champion in the purple tier. How are you feeling?
Awesome. Awesome. This is just unbelievable.
So tell us a little bit about your journey to get here.
Well, I lost my first match, and then yesterday I played 6 matches to get to today. Then I won early this morning, and then that now, and that great match with him.
So did your strategy change at all going from there into this arena where, you know, there's a lot more pressure?
No, not really. Just the same thing. If you can't get out, try to play safe.
Awesome. So how did you, tell us a little bit about your pool journey.
Oh, I started when I was like 13, 14. I've been playing ever since. Been in the pool room my whole life. You know what I mean? It just started APA, I don't know, 10 years ago. And it's great.
What does this win mean to you?
I've been trying to win this tournament for a while now, and it's just, it's a shock, you know? It's just great to put on the title.
Amazing. So you had a lot of people online watching you. It sounds like you've got some people here who are supporting you. Anybody at home that you'd like to shout out or here as well?
My family's at home watching. Everybody from my pool league is watching from Big Z's bar, so it's great.
How are you going to celebrate tonight?
Drink.
Love it. Well, congratulations. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Congrats.
All right, that'll do it. Congratulations to our new 8 ball classic champion in the purple tier, Pat McNally, taking home that $15,000 prize package. Folks, we appreciate you tuning in today to all of our coverage of the 8 ball classic, all part of our continuing coverage of the APA Pool Player Championships. We hope you'll be back tomorrow, 1 p.m. Pacific time, for the finals of our wheelchair championship. And for now, we're just going to say goodbye for just a little while.